that it can do defensively that past teams couldn't, by dint of talent or depth. This team is different.
You know what? We have some ability in like Dana Evans to put more ball pressure on the ball than we've had in the past. And then with Sam and Myisha and Kylie and Bianca, I've got 4 post players that are pretty interchangeable. So it's not like I can't switch post to post or I can't get out there and double a ball screen. They're pretty mobile. And we haven't always had 4 of them that are as mobile as those 4 are. But I'm challenging all 4 of them. I mean, I told Kylie and Bianca tonight, I said, y'all want to play more, that's great, but you got to start giving me more practice so I have the confidence to put you in the game. So I'm challenging those 2 because tonight, like I said, Myisha wasn't very good. So I've got to have somebody that can put some pressure on her to be able to man, I got to pick it up or I'm going to sit over here.
You were barely outscored with Asia out. I think it was 12-11 during that stretch. What did you see as far as the way that your team adjusted to her absence?
You know what? We have actually done really well at times with Asia on the bench. I told Asia during our NC State game in the second quarter, I took her out to give her a breather, and the mistake I made then was putting her back in. And she kind of looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, we were playing well. Our offense was moving. We were moving people were moving without the ball. Because at times, it's same thing when we had Angel here and Shelby. When you have players of that caliber, sometimes you can get caught watching. Because especially with the way that game started. I mean, I was watching. I mean, it was pretty impressive what Asia was getting done offensively. So sometimes you get there and you get stagnant, and then when she goes out, we're forced to move more because there's not that one person that can just take over like she can. So, our Oregon game here was the same way. We're up 10. She picks up her second foul with 8 to go in the second quarter. I take her out, and then next thing you know, we're up 18 against a top 5 team. So we've had stretches where we're pretty good if I've got to put her on the bench. Now I prefer not to, but when those times come, I feel good enough about our ball club that we can still perform.
Jeff, what about the atmosphere tonight?
It was fantastic. Our crowd was great. I thought, I appreciate it. I do. I appreciate all the fans that came out here tonight. Thank you to all of them. I know it was not a warm evening to be out, but I hope they enjoyed the ball game, and I hope they'll come back on Sunday. It's a Virginia Tech team that's good, and these young women are fun to watch. At least I think they are from my standpoint. I mean, I'm not saying it's pretty all the time, but there's no game. There's no team you're going to go watch. You're like, wow, that always looks great. But their effort's outstanding. I think these young women give great effort game in and game out.
You don't have to give us all your numbers, but could you give us one Mega Millions number? What's on your sheet?
I was off 4 of them the other night. Are you kidding me? I mean, I've got a lot of work to do.
Play your team's numbers. Asia's 25.
I know. I might. Boy, if I could win that, boy, everything would change. Sure would. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all so much.
In a row where y'all had a nice lead and then kind of had to struggle at the end. What happened tonight that made that big part? Either one of y'all.
I thought you was gonna
Or
answer.
none of you.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Once again, big lead, kind of struggled at the end here, but still won. What happened tonight that caused that?
Just lapses on defense. Like Coach Walz emphasized, me and Sam did a great job for NC State with the post, but we were unable to come up big for our team with the post, and they just got easy shots. And it was just basically the post players. We weren't really playing how we normally play and capitalizing on some of the things that they do. So I know I take ownership for what I did, and I'm pretty sure Sam does too. So we just have to come back and where Virginia Tech comes stronger.
Myisha, what went through your mind when Asia went down?
I think what went through everyone's mind. Please get up. We need you. Please. Asia's a fighter, so to be honest, I knew she was gonna get right back up. I think it was cramp. I don't know what was wrong with her.
She said, I think she.
Ankle. But Asia's a fighter, so I knew she was gonna get right back up and give us a boost that we needed.
That's been happening.
When Lamont went out there and heroically picked her up and carried her off how nice of a moment was that?
I was about to pick her up too, but I was like, I think that's wrong. Like we might have gotten to tech her or something. But I wanted to show my muscles off too. Because I wasn't doing what I needed to do on the course. So I was like, you know what? Let me show the crowd I got muscles.
I probably would have gave her a piggyback ride or something.
What made Gorecki so tough?
17 to no field. Having 17 to no field.
We're not stopping. We're gonna continue to do what we're doing better. It feels good, but there's no time to relax. We gotta know that there's a target on our back, so we're gonna keep going.
What was the most challenging about tonight's game? How did you guys adjust?
I feel like for me, I felt like everyone on their team had the opportunity to score. So it wasn't just having to shut down like one player or two players. It was like their whole team. And when one of us like I don't know. Yeah, when one of them like didn't do their part, then we would get scored on. And it'd be like different people each time. So
If we weren't playing team defense, what we normally do, we weren't helping each other out fast enough, or we weren't staying in front of our man, which caused another one of our teammates to come over and help, and then that person would kick it to another one. So I mean, team defense, we weren't there.
Myisha, Jeff said that you guys aren't shying away from your start, 17-year-old, etc. What allows you guys to stay focused while you're still paying attention to it?
Our end goal. That's what we're all playing for right now. We want to play for a national championship, and 17-0 does sound good. I mean, not a lot of teams are still undefeated, so just the fact that we're able to compete and play at a high level every night is amazing. But our end goal is what's pushing us to keep going.
What are some improvements you want to make for the following game?
For the which game?
For the next game.
Oh, for next. Defense. I feel like our defense, we didn't play good defense. Yeah. You know, offense, it was gonna come for some people, not me. But offensively, we were scoring. This is our defense.
Myisha, Jeff was talking about the lack of communication is one of the reasons, and I guess the question is, why is it hard for you all sometimes to communicate on the court, as he said?
Tired.
Just
Trying to get it out, trying to catch your breath. No, it's just something we're trying to work on as a team, because we know when we play like Notre Dame, UConn, those teams are going to communicate when they're tired, and we're going to have breakdowns, but if we are able to communicate and keep fighting, we're going to be able to stick with them and play our game.
He suggested that you possibly text each other to figure out who's guarding who. Do you think that could possibly work?
While you're on the court.
FaceTime, but like, I don't know. No, I don't think it's gonna work. I think we gotta use our mouths, but we will. Next game, you guys are gonna see a lot better defense, because this wasn't good, and I take full ownership because my defense.
Why do you say that?
Because
Besides
like
the
we know scouting report defense, and we weren't playing it. Like
And-
I'm letting girls shoot shots that on the scouting report they were there. So I mean, I gotta stay focused and stay dialed in and know this is what that girl does. She's not gonna get it off. So next game, I'm gonna definitely challenge myself to get back to how I was the NC State game, because Coach Walz said that was my best game in a while. So on the defensive end. So I mean, I'm just gonna dial it back in and stay focused. Play that 40 minutes, even if I'm on the bench. Stay focused. Know what that girl's doing. Know what she's hitting. How she's getting her shots. How she's getting her teammate open too. So I'm definitely gonna stay more focused.
Jeff mentioned a couple games back that he thought you guys were almost, focusing too much on opponents at times and not enough on yourselves. How do you find that balance? It seems like now you're talking about tonight you didn't focus enough on the scouting report.
Yeah, that was.
It's a really hard question.
Great question, Daniel. How do we find the median between focusing on ourselves? See, we're trying to be a great basketball team, so So we gotta find it, and we have to find it soon.
So.